Stage fright. What's up, everybody? I'm back. You probably thought I was dead because I didn't post a video yesterday. Well, that's because I work nights and it's bound to happen. I'm surprised I've gotten this far making a video every single day. I thought I was gonna tap out at 10, but I tapped out at 21. So I'm gonna give myself props for that. It's hard to post a video every single day when you work night shifts and therefore you sleep all day, and then by the time you watch a movie, it's like it's time to go to work. But I was able to watch another movie, and that movie was Stage Fright. It stars Ally McDonald, Douglas Smith from the Bye Bye Man, Meatloaf, and Minnie Driver. This is a remake of a movie from the 80s with a similar title, but I think a different premise. But this one tells a story about a little boy and girl whose mother gets killed. She was a Broadway star. And then 10 years later, that same play that their mother was in is back up, and the girl wants to be in it. And as soon as she applies for it, she realizes people are dying left and right because somebody does not want this play to go on. And this movie is a goddamn musical. I'm gonna need a drink. Yes, this is a musical horror movie. So let's just go with the positives. The killer! He has a circular blade for a weapon that is like a brass knuckle. He can punch you with it. You got a couple of creative kills in this movie that I haven't seen before. The acting's good. I guess the singing's good, although that's not why I came to this movie. But the singing's good. And I guess you could say the choreography was done well, but I wouldn't know because I don't watch that many musicals. In fact, zero. This movie has a whodunit aspect, so you don't know who the killer is. But do you? If you're smart, you do. This movie kind of has like a sleepaway camp vibe mixed with Glee, or at least that's what the cover says, and I agree to some aspect, but is it like sleepaway camp? No, not really. It just has a camp in it. So it has a Friday the 13th vibe too. And I will admit this movie did make me laugh a couple of times. I don't know why, but I laughed during these lyrics right here.
Gay, I'm gay, but not in that way. Musicals move me and touch me in ways I can't say.
He's gay, but not in that way.
I sleep with women, but musicals make me feel gay.
I'm gay, I'm actually gay.
Yeah, I don't know why I found that funny. It was just hilarious. But it turns out later on that character is in fact gay, or unless it's just the hypnosis of musicals that made him gay later on, but he does kiss a guy. Now let's go over the negatives of this movie. First up, it's a fucking musical. The killer in this movie is wearing a mask that's coming from the upcoming play, and the mask for that play hasn't even been made yet, but this character already has his costume ready to go. And the killer identity is something that's just like right out there. You just know who it is right off the bat. They give you a couple of red herrings, but it's just so goddamn obvious that it's not them because it's too obvious of a red herring that you're just like, there's no way that's the person. If it is that person later on in the movie, I'm gonna shoot myself because goddamn, that was too easy. The killer ends up being her brother. Spoiler alert, I'm saving you time. But the killer is her brother, and the brother is mad because, you know, their mother died at the beginning of the movie during this play. And it turns out that Meatloaf, the guy in this movie who's struggling to make bills for this fucking camp, he killed the mother despite the fact that was gonna ruin him, but he didn't care because the mother was cheating on him. But this guy's not even their father. He's like the stepfather, so it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't get why he did it in the first place just because she was cheating on him. Get a fucking break, alright? She's still gonna fuck you. But the son caught Meatloaf doing this in like 10 years ago, but he was too scared to ever confront him or kill him because Meatloaf told him, I'll fucking kill you. Who gives a shit? He's a fat fuck. Just slit his throat in his sleep and then it's all over. And there's way too much singing in this movie, and there's only like 3 songs, and a couple of songs they just sing over and over and over again. In the third act of this movie, there's this play going on, and everybody's there watching it, and things are just going wrong left and right. And despite everything that's gone wrong, the audience still claps and loves the play that technically was complete shit. I don't know what the fuck they found amusing about a woman in duct tape just running around in circles for 30 minutes. In this movie, at one moment, tries to rip off Carrie for some reason. I don't know what the fuck they were going for there. And why didn't the bad guy kill that girl trying to do that Carrie stunt? He just taped her up. And seeing as how this is a musical slasher, there's really not that many slashings. The guy kills one person right before the play, and then a week later, it's like, this movie takes place over a whole fucking month and like 3 people die. And despite the fact that at the beginning of this movie it's day 1 on camp, everybody's just arrived into this camp with an entire song and dance choreographed and ready to go. It's like it looks like you just got back from another summer camp. What the hell's going on? How do you guys have this shit already memorized? You just arrived. That's some musical bullshit and I'm sick of it.
We're here, we're here, we're finally here.
Those are ironically the same lyrics that I was singing at the end of the movie when the credits start rolling. We're here, it's finally done. And maybe it's just me, but I felt like this movie was edited poorly. Like scenes were just going out places where they shouldn't be. You got a scene where someone's dying, and then literally the next shot is another woman, the main protagonist, in the restroom, entering, if you didn't hear that correctly, she's entering the restroom, and it looked like it just happened like an hour ago. So what the fuck is going on? How much time is elapsing between cuts? Seems like if the same scene in 2 different cuts, there's like an hour we missed in between. We also get bad audio mixing. Every time they broke into a song and dance, I had to grab my remote and turn it down 20 fucking notches. Oh, they're not singing no more. In this movie, it's just weird as hell. I mean, the killer at the end of the movie, he's playing a guitar and singing, despite the fact that this character, this bad guy, hates musicals and that whole lifestyle, but yet he's caving into it. He starts playing electric guitar and he has fucking leather gloves on. And he sticks a knife in the guitar as if it's a capo. And then this killer, just like in Drive-Thru, gets the worst one-liners you'll ever hear in a Bruce Wayne Batman voice. Break a leg. And then when he wasn't talking like Batman, he was talking like the singer from AC/DC. This movie also has like a casting couch, and there's like this character who's like the Harvey Weinstein of opera. And our main protagonist keeps going back and forth between like wanting to like sell her soul to be famous, trying to making out this guy, and like debating whether or not to fuck him, and she just keeps going back and forth, makes her character unlikable, the fact that she's willing to be a slut just to get this role that she clearly is good enough to have. And then this movie, at the very last second of this movie, it tries to give you that one last jump scare, and it was just a fucking dream. Yeah, well, you know what I gotta say to that? Fuck you. So yeah, when it comes to stage fright, I gotta say this movie is complete fucking waste of time. The Mr. Head Award for Best Kill is going to go to the Harvey Weinstein wannabe. After getting his foot pierced by an oncoming stage light, he then gets his foot ripped off and then his face fucked up by a light bulb. Very creative, haven't seen anything like this before, so there you go. And the Mr. Twig Award for Worst Kill is going to go to the guy who said he was not gay, but technically he was. He gets stabbed in the back with a pair of scissors and falls back on it. But it did make me laugh, and the kills were gory, a couple of them, so therefore I can't say it's too terrible. It's not Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 terrible. I'd rather shoot my fucking head off than watch that movie again. But that's my opinion. That doesn't mean you gotta smash the dislike button. And if you ever dislike a video, why don't you just tell me in the comments below why you dislike it? Just, you know, tell me what your actual opinions are on these movies. Try to articulate your thoughts and then put them in the comments below. That's what the comment section's for, not to be a dipshit. So if you ever have an opinion on my reviews, an actual opinion, an actual critique, and you want to help me improve my style, then go right ahead and help me out. But yeah, if you ever disagree with me, just let me know. Let me know what your thoughts were. You suck. How about you actually tell me something articulate? Make an actual coherent sentence, an actual thought, other than some lazy shit. Alright? Don't be a cockface. But for the rest of you loving subscribers who actually watch these and actually enjoy them, go right ahead and hit the like button if you want. And if you're new to this channel, I'm surprised you're here. What's up? If you want to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on that beautiful cartoon face in 5 seconds for more rantastical content. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah.